Okay. So we're starting a new podcast. Mm-hmm. It's very dumb. Mm-hmm. Is dumb the right word?
No, I think it's fantastic.
I think it's just goofy. It's performance art, really. Okay, so we're in my pool. I'm with my friend, my bestie. Don't tell Annie. Do you want me to say who you are?
Yeah, of course.
Julian.
They know it's going to be me. We posted
Oh, right. It's Julian blah, blah, blah. And Julian is a therapist for Flourish Therapy and in private practice. And you specialize in therapy.
All right. And working with the LGBT community.
Yes.
And
also, okay, here's the rules. If anything is said that you want to be edited, you have to say Palomino, okay? Or you have to say Tub of Truth. And then we know it has to get, Tub of Truth is like between us, right?
Okay.
And then that gets edited out. Anything that is Palominoed, we're leaving in for the pay version.
Oh, okay. Palomino is
right?
the Patreon.
Yes.
Oh.
And then also we will be taking foot pictures of ourselves, like of our feet
in the water,
in the pool. They won't be good quality or anything. They'll just be like regular iPhone
pictures,
photos, and then we're going to try and sell them on the internet to pay for hosting and for an editor. Maybe we can get sponsored by, I don't know.
We have very voluptuous feet.
We have beautiful feet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what we're looking at is multi-stream revenue. But not from P. Wow. That came out wrong.
P.
I'm Geraldine. I think everybody knows that. This is my pool. My Wish.com pool. I call it my Wish.com pool because I want to manage people's expectations when they hear that I have a pool. Like,
it is an awesome pool.
It is an awesome pool. It's a gift from my brother Derek when I turned 50 years old.
Aww.
I might have been 49. It was just early. I don't remember. I got it in 2020.
Okay.
So yeah, I would have been 49. Now I'm revealing age. That's great. Anyway, and so the plan is, well, here's the other day I was like, am I good at anything? Don't start answering. This is mine.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were gonna therapize me for a minute.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to therapize you?
Well, only if you think it's important.
Pull out my therapy wand. Aloha water!
You just sprayed me with water. Sorry. Okay. So, and I was like, you know what I'm really good at? Hanging out in my pool and bullshitting with my friends. Oh, by the way, there will be language.
You get to put the little E on.
The little E?
For explicit.
Oh, I thought it was like, not for everybody. Explicit. Yeah, so, and then the other part of this is that specific guests will, in the beginning with me, take an edible, a legal edible, or some sort of adult beverage. For some people, it might be a cocktail. I didn't know that we were going
to put that in there.
Oh. Nope, we're not doing that. Palomino.
Palomino. No, I mean, I think we should, but we shouldn't, let on to whether or not they did.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, and then people can guess.
Because today you didn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't. It was me.
I took one.
Like this, just normally.
I took one legal edible, which is Delta 8, which is legal under the 2018 Farm Bill. Legalized. Just in case the Provo PD is listening. Because this is soaking in Provo.
Provo PD!
Anywho. Okay, so... And then at some point,
the guests, they have to take pictures of their feet, too,
right? Yeah. Anyone who's a guest on the show has to take feet photos while we're in the pool.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just what it's like to be my friend on a regular basis.
Yeah.
People don't know this side of
Kind
me,
of.
do they? Or do they?
I think you're. I don't know.
I don't know. Am I the
Well-
same for everyone? Anyway, that's beside the point. So let's talk about current events. Let's talk about. We should talk shit about people we don't like. Just
Okay.
kidding. That's nobody. We like everyone. Wow. Already starting off with lies. And then at some point, edibles are gonna kick in. Things might get weird.
Well, I mean that's the goal, right?
That is the goal.
It's more fun when things are weird.
Yes. But for me, it's just like, hey, who wants to drop in on a conversation that I'm having in my swimming pool?
Yeah.
And then when the summer is over, rip, we switch to the hot tub,
Yeah.
which also is
But-
a wish.com hot tub.
Every listener will feel like they've been a part of a Geraldine Hassel pool party.
In the background, you might hear Speck.
Definitely.
We should play a drinking game.
When I'm the guest, I'm gonna be like, "Hi, Spec."
And every time
To
Julia
the nuts.
yes, Speck is only allowed to jump in the pool when I give him the command, which is to the nuts. Which, if you're an Arrested Development fan, will make sense, and if you're not, is just going to be funny and quirky. And that's as much as I'm going to explain. You'll also hear the pigeons. Yesterday, when I was talking with someone else who I'm hoping will be a guest, we were just sort of dozed off in the pool, and I was like, oh my gosh, the most amazing ASMR right now. You got you got the pigeons cooing, the leaves rustling a little bit, I guess I should shut up so you can experience it.
You think they can hear?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna post it on the internet.
Can you
So,
hear?
here's the thing. If I say Palomino, I already went over Palomino rules, right?
You went over Palomino. Well,
Okay.
is there other Palominos? Like, do we have to remember the rules for each Palomino and be like, purple Palomino?
No, I think, technically Palomino is the word that we use in our house when someone's having a conversation that makes someone else uncomfortable.
Right.
And then we
That's
can-
our Patreon unit, right?
Yeah, so what do we want to still call it Palomino? I mean, that just made the most sense to me, but we could do anything.
Well, now, we've said it on the podcast, so now it
It's
is law.
written in stone. Okay.
It shall be Palomino.
First thing, the biggest current event that's coming up is Trans Pride.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
Saturday.
we want people to go to that. It's in Provo at Memorial Park at what time? Noon?
Maybe? No? Or 10? I don't know.
I don't know.
It goes until 6.
Yes.
I
I
think.
want to say it's 10 to 6.
10 to 6 sounds like a good time.
7-Eleven, okay?
Oh, wait, we're recording. It's now that you're in here, we should
You want
have...
to say anything?
What would you like to talk about?
Well,
How are you?
connections. We want to play connections.
Yeah, I don't know. What connection you want to make?
Is there a connection between cooing,
Cooing?
you know, like what pigeons do?
Oh, yeah.
And
there's a thing with a nasal panini.
Frosting.
Frost.
No, but there is
No.
there is a thing though with
But
the
I thought we were
nasal,
supposed to try.
the nasal panine. Yeah.
What is the nasal panite?
The nasal panine is the sound made when a snipe flies through the air in a zigzag pattern.
Snipes aren't real. They're things
Snipes
that.
are real birds.
What?
Snipes actually do have a actual hunting season in Oregon in the whole bit.
Really?
Yes, they are a true bird.
They live in Oregon?
Yes, they do. They probably live.
Okay.
Maybe they live
I've
here, I
only
doubt it.
ever experienced one at girls' camp.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I heard
and
about
then
that
we were
shit.
just looking for them. We
I
knew
heard
we
about
got
that shit.
them.
I always wondered what the fuck are they talking about.
Yeah.
You can shoot snipes. Why can't you? I've never done that. It's a pretty good sized bird, but it's not really edible for me. I just need a dog.
What is edible for
Yeah.
you? Because you did eat
I
a
know,
raccoon.
I know.
And one time you drank a mouse.
Yeah.
Drank them out?
I
Oh,
drank
you
a
don't know
mouse,
that
yeah.
story?
I was very frugal. So it took me a long time to drink a can of pop.
Mice were cheaper than water.
And then
No. You gotta let me tell the story because you leave too much out and it sounds like you're a crackhead.
Well, don't go away. Okay, go to 7-Eleven.
I'll tell you the mouse story.
Love you. I want to know the mouse story.
You want to know the mouse story?
Yes, God. Oh, he doesn't care. He said he could tell it. Why am
he
I waiting for him to leave?
I don't know. So it used to be, I used to get so annoyed when I would buy soda and people would drink the soda and then just leave a half empty can laying around, right?
What a waste.
So if I saw cans of soda laying around, I just dumped them down the drain and put them in recycling.
Oh.
Which, yes. I mean, generally I would say, whose is this? Take care of it first. Because I'm not wasteful. Just annoyed by...
Yeah.
And Jeff hated that I did that because it would take him sometimes days to finish a soda. Because... And so he would leave it in the garage.
Oh.
So I wouldn't dump it.
Right.
So one day, it's like winter, but it's winter in Oregon, so Southern Oregon, so it's like fairly mild, right?
Okay.
It still freezes, but usually thaws. Anyway, he goes out, he's going to work in the morning, and he picks up his can of soda. Shasta Mountain Rush, by the way.
Wow, you even remember what it was.
Yeah, because I also am cheap. I only ever buy store brand soda, and we live in Oregon, so there's basically one kind. Anyway, so he left it out in the garage so I wouldn't dump it. And then one morning on his way to work, he picked it up and he's like, "Oh, it's frozen. It's frozen. Okay, I'll just leave it in my car to thaw out. And then, and I'll sip at it later," right? I know, your face is hilarious. And then, he did that for a couple of days. He was like, "Man, there's just this chunk of ice in here that will not melt." So, finally, like on the third day or something, he's in the garage, taking his can out of his car and putting it in the garage, and he realizes that the dog water is not frozen over. There's no way there's a chunk of ice in this can. So then he's like, well, what could it possibly be? And he tips it upside down, and a mouse fell out.
I guess then he wasn't alive anymore.
We were drinking, I shouldn't say we, he was drinking that for 3 days. Like, just think about it. A little bit of liquid, shake it up. Like, how does it not taste terrible? How do you not notice, like, I don't know, fur?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and on the third day, I mean, there's got to be some sort of smell.
Also, how lucky is it that he, like, took that up and a tail didn't go down his throat? Sorry. There's going to have to be a content warning, perhaps. Anyway.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and then, he waited a whole week until he told me about it.
Why did he wait to tell you?
Because he wanted to make sure he wasn't sick. But then when he goes to tell me about it, he's all, "Geraldine, there's something really important I have to tell you. I need you to sit down." Which, by the way, is like, you tell me I need to sit down, I'm going to stand up because, my flight or fight is enacted. It's... Anyway, and he so he told me, and I immediately tweeted about it. So there's a thread. There's a whole thread on Twitter about it that I've saved as a story. I don't know what they do on Twitter or X or whatever it is now. Anyway, I was like, he starts telling me about it. I'm like, oh wait, I'm gonna tweet about this as you're telling me. So I live tweeted the whole thing. And then, like, the next day, he starts feeling really sick. And I am like, hey, I got this. I told him he had the hantavirus. And he got it from drinking in the mouse. And that now he had to go to the doctor. He's like, I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not paying a copay for him to laugh at me about drinking a mouse. So I call the doctor and I'm like, look, this is the thing that happened. I did at the time do some, like, it could he have gotten the hantavirus? I don't know. We kept calling it hantafanta.
Hantafanta.
My friend Chad, I think, is the one that came up with that name. We still call it hantafanta. Anyway, doctor calls back and says, I need him to come in and tell him I'm not going to charge him a copay. And I was like, oh, that's really kind of you.
Yeah.
So we go in, and then the doctor is like bringing all of the other doctors in the room, being like, hey, this is the guy that drank a mouse. And then for Christmas, I bought him a drink koozie, and I glued mouse traps to the outside of it. I gave it to him for Christmas.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's the story.
Good story. It was worth it.
Was it?
Yeah, it was worth it.
It'll be interesting to see how he tells it differently. But he
Yeah.
won't. He tells it the same way I do, because it's the truth. He just has more shame about it. I have more delight. Okay, so there's that. So we might have random Jeff break-ins,
Yes.
breakout sessions with Jeff Poole,
Yes.
where you might learn something, like about the nasal penint.
Oh, you even remembered what it was
Oh,
called.
look, I've been hearing these words for 32 years.
And that's a part of the bird that doesn't exist that exists
Snipe.
in Oregon.
The
Snipe.
snipe. It's the sound it makes when it flies through the air.
Oh.
That's what Jeff says. Do we believe Jeff? I mean, yeah,
He's right some of the time. A lot of the time, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's right about facts. He's not right about memories.
Yeah.
But isn't that the way most of us are? I don't know.
I bet. No one can trust their memory.
Getting over a cold. So, yeah, no one can trust their memory. That's how gaslighting happens.
This
Okay.
is turning into a therapy podcast.
I know, I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know. Look, my 1D8 might be starting to kick in.
Oh. So sorry.
Let's see. Is there anything else I think that's enough to introduce the podcast, right? Do you think we need any more?
We need to take feet pictures.
Oh, we got to take our feet pictures. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to interview different people from all different, like, just, I just really want it to be my friends. So that we're in here telling jokes and cracking up like we always do.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. And not everybody likes to take edibles, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Some people don't do it. And I'm making sure everything is legal.
Yeah.
Jeff, people that have their medical marijuana card will have different access to things than someone like me that doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's...
But it definitely should be... Well, it should be anonymous to protect the people, but it should also be anonymous just to be like a fun game.
Oh, should we let people guess?
Was your guest...
Oh, was your guest?
Hi, or...
See, I think that as soon as the edibles kick in, that's when it turns into the palomino. The jalapeno.
Oh, yeah. The jalapeno.
The jalapeno. The Palomino podcast.
Yeah. But then they would know.
I know.
I don't know how to make it not know, but have a game.
You want people to know?
I just think it would be fun to guess.
Okay, we'll guess.
Yeah. But maybe it will be obvious. I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe it won't. We can do anything we fucking want.
What? Oh my gosh, there aren't any rules? We don't have a boss?
Nope.
All right. Good.
Okay.
So
wait, you were going to tell me some of the questions that you wanted to ask.
Did I?
Yeah, you said you were making a list of questions.
Oh, I mostly just wanted to be like, I can make a list of questions still, but I wanted to be like, Palomino means it needs to be edited.
Oh, okay.
And
you were
also,
like...
I think we should, ahead of time, we should be making a list of things we want to talk about. Is there anything you want to talk about? Like, you can hear a baby pigeon. Hear that little squeaking?
That's so cute.
That's the new baby.
Oh, how new?
Less than a week.
Oh,
Yeah. We had some other babies, but I don't know what happened to them. I'm worried that they were cat food.
oh, sorry.
Circle of life. They live their best lives. So
Yes.
if one of them goes missing, I don't feel so bad about it because it's one thing to be kept safe in a cage, and it's another thing to be able to fly free and have like the joy that is the measure of your creation, even if it's risky.
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah, no. Now I've been making a list of people that I'm going to invite. Only people that have already been here, so far.
But you can't say that in the podcast because every guest should be a surprise.
Oh, every guest will be a surprise to everyone but me. And the guest.
And the guest.
Jeff.
And Jeff.
And Nipples.
And Speck.
And Speck.
And the pigeons.
And the pigeons.
Oh, pigeons should be a topic.
Pigeons should be a topic. I should give
Yes.
everyone an update on pigeon drama, huh?
Yes.
Let's see. Yesterday I saw Tagalong and Romulus. Sorry, I can never remember. We had two that were Romulus and Remus, and one of them's gone, so I never remember which one is left. So I generally call them Romulus or Remus. Anyway, they were making out hardcore yesterday.
No way.
They were all over each other, and all this time, they behaved differently than how their genders were assigned. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The one that I had always believed to be a
breaking
lady.
the binaries,
Yeah,
breaking the gender roles.
Yes. And right now we've got two sleeping up on the next door neighbor's shed roof, and the rest I think are just in the cage enjoying the cool. That's where the water and the food is too. So, but
Your pigeons are saucy.
my pigeons are so amazing. We have two extras right now that were ferals that were like, this looks like a good setup you all got here. I moved right in.
I love that.
One of them's really friendly, so he's probably been around humans before, but the other one is definitely feral. So that's the pigeon update.
That's a good pigeon update.
Pigeons are the best.
Pigeons are the best. They're really sweet creatures.
They are sweet. And they can't hurt you.
Do you think it was Bert that got you started on pigeons?
David. His name
David's
was
not in Sesame Street.
the first pigeon that we ever, my whole life I'd been like, ugh, pigeons, gross.
Oh.
They're like rats, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
then-
well, people say that a lot.
They do say that a lot because they're uneducated.
People are the pigeons.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
no,
David was your first
David
pigeon.
was the first pigeon, and when we lived in the other house in this cul-de-sac, he would come over and hang out in the garage with the people that would go out to the garage to smoke.
Aww.
And a couple of times he tried to come in the house, but it freaked us out because we were like, "What? No! What are you doing? You're drunk, bird. Go home." One time we had our home teacher. A little old man came to the door to drop off something for us, and David tried to sneak in when the door was open, and in slow motion I was all, "No, not David," and I'm slamming the door in the guy's face, but he's like, "Who's David?" And I could see his face being like, "Why are we reacting with terror to whatever is coming silently behind me?" Anyway, so David was just this beautiful German owl pigeon, just not German, Chinese owl. Anyway, beautiful feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Just really sweet. Loved everybody that came out to the garage to hang out.
Aw.
Would eat out of everyone's hands.
Yeah.
And then one day, David just stopped showing up. And it used to be that Jeff would go out first thing in the morning to let the dogs out to go to the bathroom, and there David would be like, I'm ready for our day, are you? Anyway, he would go sleep on a neighbor's light at night.
Oh,
Yeah, keep his little feeties warm or something.
that's
I
so
don't know.
cute.
Anyway, so, hello, Jeffrey.
Yeah, back.
So when David left...
You want to tell us the mouse story? Mouse story?
Oh, were you saying something to me? What?
Do you want to tell us the mouse story?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Anyway, so when David stopped showing up, we were like, oh, that's too bad. Some animal or something must have caught him.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff was so sad.
Yeah,
So I was
it
like,
his
wonder how hard it
friend.
would be to get another pigeon that would just come hang out in the garage. I was like, that can't be
Yeah.
that hard. Like, aren't pigeons basically free if you can catch one? So I started doing research, and I found out all this stuff about pigeons that I never knew. And honestly, it broke my heart because we could have treated David so much differently, and he would have still been around. We didn't know.
Oh.
When pigeons approach you when they're by themselves, it's called
Yeah.
a self-rescue. And they are,
Oh, so beautiful.
what they know is that if they're not with a flock, they are susceptible to predators. But they know that predators won't bother them if they're near humans.
Right.
So they will approach humans if they're by themselves
Yeah,
as a
be
self-rescue.
Like,
Yeah. And so that's what David was up to. And if I'd known more, we would have taken better care of David. We just thought he was a really messed up bird.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
We also didn't
You
know what
only
kind
know
of bird
what
he
you
was.
know.
We were like, you look like you've been pulled out of a jam jar backwards. Like, he, at the beginning, like, we're like, you don't look like any pigeon we've ever seen.
yeah.
So I was like, maybe it's got some pigeon mental disease. Anyway, but then I did research and found out that pigeons are really amazing.
Yeah.
And so now I have, well, through the years we've gone through several. Because again, circle of life. And I want them to live free and happy lives.
Yeah. I imagine your pigeons are very happy here.
Well, they keep coming back, so, and that is
Yeah.
also what they do. Unlike the magpie, Tacky, took off.
Tacky.
We saw him yesterday morning.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But we saved that little magpie.
Yeah. That would be another good topic for your podcast. All the animals you've saved.
Yes, perhaps. What about you?
Meow.
You just like kitties.
I love all animals, but kitties are my favorite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you always
just
had
so
have you always had cats?
As long as I can remember.
Oh.
Yeah. We had one dog named Buffy. But I was so little, I see like bits of fur in my memory, and that's it. But it wasn't like Buffy exploded or anything.
Like, was Buffy put
just
in
the
a
way
wood
like
chipper?
Buffy appears. in my
Buffy got
memory.
Fargoed.
Oh, that's horrible. Poor Buffy.
Sorry.
No,
Maybe
Buffy did strangle herself. In her collar.
She died?
Yes.
Oh
It
no.
was a horrible death. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. She was one of the reasons probably they made those safety release collars.
I'm sure there were more reasons than just one dog. But yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's
This
now
is all
Buffy's
thanks
law.
to Buffy.
It's called the Buffy harness. We have harnesses for our pigeons.
I didn't know pigeons could use harnesses.
Yeah. Originally with the rescue that we were working with, it was like you shouldn't let them fly free because they're susceptible to predators.
Oh.
And so if you're going to take them out, they should be on a harness. So I tried to do that. But
Okay.
let me tell you, being the person who's walking around with a pigeon on a harness, not really the flex you want it to be.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I would take them out with their little pigeon pants on. They have little pigeon pants that, so if they poo, it stays in the pants. It's like little pigeon diapers, but they're cute, they look like little tuxedos and stuff. Anyway,
I love it.
Yeah, tried that. I'm just not that person.
No.
So,
Tell us about the person you are.
tell me about. Oh no, I feel like we've gone too far. It's time to end.
Tub of truth.
No, the person I am. Oh my gosh.
I feel bad for the listeners because they miss out on the sun.
Well, maybe they
That's
can
my
lay in the
favorite
sun
part.
while they listen.
They could. They could even lay in their own pools.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. Or they could fill those, those water gallon things that you save water for the apocalypse in. They're around your pool.
Oh, the
big blue
The
things.
blue. Yeah.
Yeah, people could all have their own pool if they just had one of those. Get in and float.
Oh, Specker.
Yeah, that you could put noodles around the outside so it's soft and you can put your arms out.
It'd probably heat up too, because
Yeah.
you could even get a black one that would stay warmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Well,
we can
that's-
all have our own
How do you
pool.
get in and out of a barrel? I guess you need a step stool.
We need step stool systems. To get out would be harder because how do you put a step stool in the barrel?
How about a pulley? No, what
A
about
pulley
a
system?
pulley system?
Yeah.
I've always had this vision of how cool would it be to have some sort of grab bar above the pool that you just jump up and flip
Yeah.
yourself in with.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, why do you think you're that athletic? Why do you think
You could totally
why do you
do that.
No. I could not. No, I could not. One time
could.
Jeff and I were in Las Vegas
Uh-huh.
for, I think it was Las Vegas Pride,
Okay.
and we were in a hotel, and we were both exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking, he got in the hot tub, and I was like, I want to get in the hot tub too. But I was so beat that I could not figure out how to
bend and move.
move to get
yeah.
down. So I was like, in my mind,
Yeah.
if I just do a little hop and tuck my feet, I'll land on my bottom with my feet in the pool, in the hot tub, right? That's all I want.
A whoop boop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll just do a little
Yeah.
whoop boop.
No
That's
big
what I
deal.
called it, a
Whoop
whoop
boop.
boop. No, that's not how it worked out at all.
It didn't?
I screwed up my back so bad
Painful,
for
yeah.
days.
Oh, no.
Correct.
I hurt my bum
Oh.
bones. Who knew that they were in there? They were surprisingly close to the surface.
Hey,
Oh, no.
I'm not going anywhere, right?
No.
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 Can I have one of those rope things? Those rope
Yeah.
ones, the real strong rope ones?
Oh, yeah.
Do you
Go
give
for it.
Alan one?
Yeah.
Give one.
Do you know where they are?
They're in the bag or in the
They're
box.
in my little box next to the bed. That's what we call drug-seeking behavior.
I'm the one that he asked you permission. And then he justifies it, right? We're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
I know. Well, I mean, he did want a beer earlier, and I said no. But it's because
Well, that's because he'll throw it up, right?
A, yeah, he'll
Right?
just throw it up, and A, he already has beer. He just
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
want a
beer.
big beer. He wants a little beer, which is going to cost the same as a big beer. So just drink your big beer and throw out what you're not going to drink. Save me. I shouldn't say me. Us. Although I am the sole support of my family, which is a ridiculous amount of pressure. Oh, Palomino.
Aw.
But anyway,
But that's why we're selling feet.
that's
feet
why we're going to
pictures.
sell our feet pictures. Mama's got to get her retirement going.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know how people feel about the feet of 95-year-old women, but if I could, I'll keep at it.
We're at it. We're gonna get all kinds of feet watchers. What do you call people who want feet pics?
I don't know.
Feeders?
But maybe feeders? No. That's people that feed people because they want them to be fat.
Because they want them to be overweight, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I always used to dream of finding a feeder.
Yeah, right?
Like,
can you
just
imagine?
getting, like, so big that I was, like, my own pillow.
Well, I'm like, how would it be to have someone that loves your body that much?
Right?
As a fetish? That
Yeah.
might feel...
And provides you food, which is one of my favorite things.
And really just wants to watch you eat food.
Yeah.
I can do that all day.
I know.
I've been practicing for decades.
Why didn't we ever find feeders?
I don't know. I bet we find them now.
Yeah.
There's one guy on TikTok who's a
If
feeder.
you're
who
a
turned
feeder...
out to be a really bad guy.
Oh, yeah, we don't want a bad guy.
But at first I was like, I
don't
found
want a
one
guy
in the
at all.
wild. Oh, you want a lady feeder?
Yeah, I want a lady feeder. If you are a feeder interested in feeding us, please call
Nothing
1-800 555 FOOT.
Oh my gosh. Or find us at Dairy Queen. We'll be sitting there alone, waiting for you to buy us the Blizzard. What kind of Blizzard do you like at Dairy Queen?
It's been a long time since I've had a Blizzard. I usually get like I don't know, it's like vanilla with chocolate chips in. Maybe it's a cookie dough. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a cookie dough. I usually like cookie dough things.
I do the
Oreo.
banana split, but with no chocolate.
Oh.
Because
You're not a chocolate person.
But I really love the whole, like, strawberry, pineapple, banana.
Ooh, that one sounds very healthy. I would feel like I was eating breakfast.
It's like a salad, yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically
I'm
a
gonna go
salad.
to DQ and get me a
yogurt.
salad.
It's like a yogurt salad.
Yeah.
No, that sounds wrong. But yeah,
Well,
no, that's
I mean,
my favorite kind.
We are soaking in Provo.
We are soaking in Provo. We are moving way too much to be soaking.
We are.
God is watching us and saying, I see movement down there. It is on the Sabbath, too.
Yes, it is.
Soaking
It's
on the
Sunday.
Sabbath in Provo.
Soaking on the Sabbath in Provo. Too bad our Provo isn't called Srovo.
Srovo. Oh, Specker, stop it.
Ooh.
So,
Yes.
it'll be fun. It'll make us laugh.
Oh, it'll be fun. And we'll make money off of feet.
Will we?
Yes, from not the feeders, but the feeters.
The feeters?
Feeters. We need a better name. From the toesies.
I think that's an ethnic group.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
I don't know, maybe. Oh, probably should Palomino that. Because also I could be thinking of Christina Tosi, who's a chef.
That sounds delicious.
A TV chef. You know what? She's the person behind Milk Bar that makes like big fancy cakes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And one year I got like her most popular cake. It's too sweet.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, how am I, an actual fat person, finding this inedible?
But
What is
you
wrong
did.
with me? I did.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish it. I ate like
Wow.
2 slices of it over a week, and then I was like, I can't.
So, if there's any feeders out there right now,
Yeah,
I
that's
just want you
not
to
it.
know, don't feed Geraldine that. But I think she does like the Costco cakes.
Oh, I love Costco cakes,
Ugh.
but only if they have the whipped icing. I don't like the buttercream.
And you like the cheesecake filling,
Yeah, I
right?
do.
Yeah, vanilla
White, no chocolate.
with
I am
white
not a chocolate
frosting.
person.
Yeah. Do you have any more of that? Do we have some Still
cake?
from what? Like what? A month ago when you when you had one?
No. Nope. But it's August, and I should plan a birthday party for everyone who has a birthday in August.
Oh yeah. And then we get more Costco cake.
Yes. Costco, please sponsor our cake. Costco doesn't give a shit.
Oh, Costco might be really cool. Costco
don't
could be
know.
liberal. Are you liberal, Costco? Do you like the queers?
I think they do.
Ah, sweet. They can sponsor
Maybe
our
I
cakes
should.
then.
Maybe I'll ask Costco and be like, "Hey, once a month, can I
Yeah.
get a birthday cake from you
Yeah.
for my queer birthday party?"
Yes.
Also, we're like how many days into August, and I'm just remembering to do it for August.
5.
Five.
We're only 5 days.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I
Hasn't
feel
even
like
been
I've
a whole
lived, I feel like I've
full
lived
week.
6 months in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it was all 6 months in the sun. I do not like the winter, but winter's going to be so much better this year.
Because we'll have the tub of truth.
We'll have the hot tub with the greenhouse
Yeah.
and my BYU sofa,
Oh, we love
the
your
soaking
BYU
sofa.
Soaking on the sofa in Provo.
I will say that I've had BYU students come over and look at that sofa and say, "Oh, that is definitely covered in DNA." And I've been like, "Well, great. Also, don't tell the honor code office. They don't need to be out there doing DNA swabs on all of the furniture."